Today marks 1302nd day sharing lessons I learn and continue to learn with all of you. I hope these insights will inspire you, support your dreams, help achieve your goals, and really empower you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about abundance and really how to accept more abundance into your life, how to accept abundance altogether into your life. I have experienced that I've been struggling for a long period of time. So I was accepting struggle into my life, not abundance, even though I wanted abundance, but I was familiar with struggle. I was familiar with house. I was familiar with challenge. I was familiar with hustle. I was accepting what I was familiar with. So that means what we need to do. We need to familiarize with abundance. We need to understand what it is, understand how it's supposed to feel, and accept it. It's such an interesting topic. We sometimes resist strangers because we don't want to approach a stranger because we have uncomfortable feeling, but that person could be the best and the most kind person ever. I think the exactly same is with feelings. A lot of feelings, emotions, thoughts is stranger to us. And we do not approach that. And do not approach that feeling, that I do not approach that emotion, we don't approach something that is good because it still is strange to us. So what we need to do, we need to get familiarized. We need to really understand. We need to say hello. And when we're able to really get familiarized with emotions, with feelings, with way of living, with lifestyle, at that moment we're able to really adopt new way of living. So abundance is something that we need to really familiarize and really look into. So the first is, what is abundance? Abundance is understanding that is always enough, is more than enough for every single person to succeed, to have health, to have the best spirituality, to have the best relationships. All of it is abundance. Abundance of relationship, abundance of money. Now, it could be lack of skill set at the moment, but there's abundance of money. That means if you lack a skill set, that means we are able an abundant of ways to really develop the skill set, to really make more money, have better relationships, because everything is developed. Relationships, spirituality, emotions, mental clarity, all of it is developed. Sometimes we just have a lacking of resourcefulness, and we need to really build that so we can have everything what we need. Because I think that when we understand that abundance is such a massive thing, because our actions will dictate what we achieve. But our actions a lot of times is based on what kind of mindset we have. Do we have a scarcity mindset or do we have abundance mindset? If you have a scarcity mindset, that means that those actions will be fear-based. If you have abundance mindset, that means those actions will be trust-based. And how much different could it be? Fear-based actions most likely doesn't align with your values. Trust-based is aligning your values, beliefs, vision with the actions in order to lead to somewhere big and powerful. So let's look into seven steps that we need to really do to really accept more abundance into our life. So number one is clear out that scarcity mindset. That means that when we really need to look at what kind of things come up when I think about I want vision. I want to achieve that big vision. I want more money. I want better relations. What are the things that come up? How easy it is to say that I will be successful. I am successful. I am courageous. I am confident. What is coming up? Maybe you say that, oh no, this is not me. I don't deserve it. This is not for me. If they win, I lose. So those kind of thoughts that could potentially come up in it. And that means that we need to really understand that we need to pause, challenge those. Is that actually true? Because when you start to really challenge those beliefs, those perspectives, you start to see that there is no foundation for those thoughts. It's just a feeling. I just feel like this. That means if you feel like this, that means that we're able to change that. Because first thing, we need to think about it, reflect it, challenge those, and really making sure that those beliefs that we have set from early age, a lot of times when we, in the early age of our life, when we adopt a belief, when we adopt the value, when we adopt any kind of thought, is a lot of times it's not challenged because we are not capable of challenging beliefs at that moment yet. Unfortunately, those beliefs sometimes build a massive trace around them. And sometimes we need to cut the roots of that belief all the way. And of course, that means that there's a lot of beliefs, small beliefs from big beliefs, will be crumbling. But that's all fine. Because we are now bigger, wiser, stronger, faster, and be able to handle that. And that's why I truly believe this is very, very important to challenge beliefs that we set long, long time ago, because those beliefs was accepted by the old version of us. We a new version of us. So we are able to like adopt better beliefs. And that's exactly accepting that abundance. So number two step is make space to receive. I think that's very, very important. So that means that we potentially look into our home, what to be able to physically declutter. So to clear out the space, clear out the home, get rid of the things that you don't need. So allow your physical space to be the clutter. Because if you remove all the things, become minimalist at the beginning, understand, okay, what truly matters? What are the things that I didn't touch for years? Why have those things? I always was minimalist. I love few things at home, and I think that is a great thing to have, being able to declutter, because the more declutter you do, because things accumulate. You bought one thing for one thing, another for another thing. You got a gift. There's so many things start to accumulate, and being able to really declutter things to allow new things to come in, I think is very, very important. At the same time, we need to really emotionally declutter. That means that we need to forgive, remove all the grief, remove all the things that is not serving us. And really making sure that that dead weight is gone. And sometimes we need to ask, are there emotional clutter in my head, in my heart? What I need to really release to be able to really make space to receive it. Of course, if you have a full cup of anger, fear, disappointment, we're not able to pour into that cup anymore anything. So we need to really pour things out. And we need to energetically declutter. I think that we need to really, our emotions, I truly believe in vibrations, and our energy is vibrations, and being able to say, like, what is in my vibrations? What is in my energy? And what I need to really do to say, to really increase my vibrations. And that means that gratitude increases vibrations, being able to be grateful, looking to visualize better things, being able to look into what is my vibrations and how I could potentially increase my mood. Because I think that's one thing that I used to be addicted to struggle, addicted to house. So I used to love music that are in that kind of vibration of that mood, of that struggle, of the house. And when you really want to really elevate your being, elevate your abundance, what do you need? You really need to listen the music that elevates your vibrations. I think it's very important. Even small things, small habits, small patterns that we do every single day could reveal about where we are in that. Because even music is vibration as well. And that means if you resonate with some music, that means that this is your level. And maybe you want to really elevate the music, elevate the study, so it can really elevate our abundance and vibrations. Number three is practice overflow. So that means give without fear, celebrate others' successes, be potentially jealous, widely jealous when oh, if they able to do it, I'm able to. They everything what they have everything. I just need to do the work. I need to develop myself. I need to improve myself. I need to ask questions. What did they do to achieve that success? I think that sometimes we potentially, if we envy, we think that they don't deserve. When we jealous, widely jealous, we believe that they deserve. They are the best person to achieve that. But we are able and capable to achieve that the same thing. And that's why we need to really have a widely jealousy and be happy for them. Be generally happy for them, and then ask questions to really make sure that we're able to achieve. But be able to be even generous with our thoughts. That means be able to be generous with our words, but be able to be generous with our thoughts. That means they are trying, they're improving, they are getting better. So what do you say when no one listening? What are you saying in your thoughts? Do you put other people down in your thoughts? Scarce margin? Or do you uplift other people in your thoughts? That's the thing that's a very powerful thing to understand. Where is your level of understanding of scarcity and abundance. Abundance mindset is that when you see a person, no matter what he does, you don't judge that person. You uplift that person. You think about it. What's his potential? That's abundance mindset. Abundance mindset is being able to really find the beliefs, actions that really uplifts lives. Judgment is coming from scarcity. That if he succeeds, I will fail. I think it's very, very important to really be generous, even in our thoughts, and give compliments to per people, even though they're not able to hear, but compliment those people who are achieving great things. I think that is a great abundance mindset. Number 4, expand your capacity to receive. So that means that be able to really ask, how much could I truly receive? How much I'm willing to achieve right now based on my current acceptance of abundance? How much I'm willing to accept right now? Health? How much do you want? Six pack? Like, do you want just a little bit overweight? Do you want what is in your health, in your relations? What are your boundaries? How much finances do you want? What are? And we need to say, like, what happens if I a little bit expand? You start to visualize, start to get familiarized with a little bit more version of you regarding finances, regarding health, regarding relations. What would look like if you had a little bit more? So stretch that, expand that. You're not able to really think, okay, I was able to make $1,000, now I will make $1,000 a month. Now I make $1,000,000 a month. That's a too big of stretch. But if you start thinking, okay, how my life will look like if I start making $2,000 a month, how that potential could look like, how that could improve my health, how that could improve my relations, how that could improve my life, how my lifestyle would change. Now you thought about 2,000. Now, okay, let's look into what would happen if I start making $5,000 a month. What would happen? And it's getting familiarized with that picture. As I said, it's very important at the beginning that we resist stranger things. It's just strangers. And we sometimes resist future that is stranger to us. So that means that we need to really learn how to develop ourselves and develop that understanding and familiarity with the future that is better for us. It's very important. I think that this is again, we need to really practice that receiving as well, giving compliments to others, giving support to others, giving more money for us, giving more love for others, because there's more to give, there's more to receive. Number 5 is act in alignment. That means that we need to ask the question, do I act on the things that truly matters? Are you using your strengths? Are you using your gifts? Or are you focusing on the weaknesses? And where your goals are coming from? Goals are coming down from fear or coming from full alignment from the vision? Because sometimes could take actions because we fear of rejection, we fear of maybe not having enough of money, and that's we staying in work that is not fulfilling us. Now that means that if we are in a position that we need to really pay the bills, and we at that moment we still are able to really do outside of work the required things that potentially could allow us to switch as soon as possible, something that could really means more to us. But again, we need to see that there's more than enough abundance. There's more than enough opportunities for you to make more money, to you to take action on your values, beliefs, aspirations. If you're actually willing to take action, if you're actually willing to make things happen, if you're actually willing to transform yourself and accept abundance. And I think that's the most important part, that we need to really build a mantra. And this is basically 5 steps that we need to really do, 5 steps. And then I will remind you those 5 steps. So clear out this scarcity thinking, make space to receive, practice overflow, expand your capacity to receive, and act in alignment. And of course, we're able to build a mantra. And I think every single person we're able to really create our own mantra, how we could potentially call ourselves, and what we say ourselves to really bring that expansion of abundance, to remind ourselves that life is about abundance. And every single day, until it is unconscious, we need to do it consciously. Every single day we need to do consciously to remind ourselves of abundance until it becomes unconscious. That's very, very powerful. Sometimes it could take a month, sometimes it could take 2 months, sometimes it could take 6 months, but it doesn't matter how long it takes. That is important truly to build that abundance mindset in subconscious mind to make sure that we're able to take actions that aligns with that abundance. So I hope that you will choose to win. I hope that you will choose to really say that I'm open to receive. I trust life will give everything what I need when I will take action, align action toward my vision. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.